Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Myro, seeing what's going on. We're going to double check a couple of key factors and see where we're at. It is pulling back as expected, but again, part of that occurred more recently with Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. So again, it's not a perfect coin. This coin does not, just fly frivolously without Bitcoin's consent, but it is definitely, fairly strong in the overall sense. So we're going to double check to see if this is going to pull back. Generally where we're at here, because again, this coin is extremely high compared to before, and there is a possibility we could retest previous highs. This 0.5 fib level is a common area of retracement, so we just got to be mindful that is a possibility, and just kind of see where we're at here. So if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you learned something today. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. Quick little congrats to our community members here for some awesome profits. We can kind of see here that we have, 240% from AVAX in 3 months, 63% from AVAX in 4 days. Newest target there, 82% in 4 days, and of course a fetch short at 34%. So we're killing the market in either direction, honestly. And Myro is not one of those coins that we trade, not by any, not because I don't want to. It's just that it's one of those situations that's I don't really like trading these kind of coins, if that makes any sense. Okay, again, that's just not my thing. But once again, I'll occasionally dabble into a Dogecoin, trade once in a while. But for the most part, this coin has not hit my trading radar. But that's okay. We take plenty of profit otherwise. Let's talk about the daily time frame. Where are we at here? So far, we can see MACD is diverging, but that's pretty common. It's losing momentum. That's nothing to be super concerned with. The concern we do have here is losing 70 on the RSI. I talked about this yesterday. Having that work as a resistance level now, and money flow index coming down. Okay, now MFI naturally comes down as a result of price pullback. That's standard. It rarely goes up, but the truth is that's not really a bullish sign. However, we can see that we got this ascending trend line running fairly concurrent with the 20 SMA. These previous trend lines here lower. We're in pretty good shape here in the overall sense, where Myro should continue to progress upwards or stay above those levels. Now, here's the funny thing: the price could literally pull down here by 35% and still be considered bullish according to these moving averages. Okay, so you got to recognize that the 24-hour time frame, not the most ideal for letting us understand kind of where the price should go next, but the overall sentiment, regardless of how you look at it, is still bullish, right? We're still establishing higher highs and higher lows on the larger time frames. Okay, so there's that. That aside, taking a look at the 4-hour here, this is a little more telling for us here. We're seeing lower highs consistently created. So if we have another lower high, we could expect the price to continue lower. We can also see lower lows as well, of course, that goes without saying. But if we take a look at stochastic, we are trying to swing to the upside, so there is a chance where the price could recover from here. But we are under 50 on the RSI, and money flow index is right there with it. I don't like this, personally. This is not the kind of conditions I trade into. Again, you're mostly bearish because you're working into a resistance level that reaffirms this fib level here at 0.786, roughly 34.4 cents, is the new resistance. Okay, we could also argue that the most recent low is the new resistance too, whereas we could draw a trend line out there and just kind of see that pretty clear. Okay, so again, that's generally what we're looking at here. We're underneath the 50 and the 20-day SMA. Not a great sign. It's that transitionary time frame where most coins are right now, and I don't like it. In other words, we're getting conflicting information. We got some bullish signs on the daily for most coins, but the 4-hour time frame says that we are seeing a shift in momentum occurring, and a lot of hourly time frames are now confirming we are below the cloud, which we are officially. I think we were traveling within the cloud yesterday when we talked about this last. That is a no buy zone. Obviously glad that you didn't buy. Take a look here. Price action is moving down. Conversion lines below the baseline, lagging spans free and clear, and we're well below the cloud. So is this a condition for me to want to take a short? Not necessarily. It is a condition to ensure that I do not take a long, though. So I want to get that through your head. Don't take a long here. If you're buying a long right now, you're really just randomly throwing money at the wall, hoping it sticks. Okay, that's not what you do with money. I mean, you can put it in the toilet and hit the flush button there or whatever, and see if it goes down or not. Right? It's probably going to go down. That's where we're at right now. There's no reason to expect it to do otherwise. Okay, so in this scenario here, I would recommend being patient and waiting a little bit more for confirmation. If you're considering a short, that would be a better consideration than a long position at this point. But once more, I would recommend waiting a little bit longer to be on the safe side. Because again, we probably only got about a 12-hour window here before we might want to consider closing and taking profits on a short if you have one open. Okay? So me personally, when coins are behaving like this, I don't like to take any trades. If I were to consider a short, I'd rather a short up here. If the price comes up and rejects off this fib level here that we discussed, I would say a short closer to 34.4, 34.5 would be much more ideal than a short right now. Okay, There's no guarantees it's going to come up to that level, and there's no guarantees it's going to go to that level and stop. It could very well continue and break through that descending trend. If that is the case, then you close your short position at a small loss. Okay? There's different ways of doing it, folks, but taking losses is an okay part of trading. I need you to recognize that. We've taken one stop loss this month with a Bitcoin short at like 60,000. Every other trade, I think that there's been about 12 trades we've taken since then. Every one of them is profitable. Okay. So the reason I'm mentioning that is because we're trading with confirmation. That one trade was a risky trade that we shouldn't have taken in the first place. And I even let people know that it was risky not to take it. So glad you didn't, obviously. But again, shorting Bitcoin is not a great call, just as shorting Myro right now is seemingly a better call. Okay. A lot of different strategies out there, but folks, be patient. Okay. Patience pays off. That's all there is to it. I hope you learned something here today. Myro, I've been advised, is going to be added to Bitunix in the relative near future. Link down below. Make sure you register for these guys. Highly recommended exchange. No KYC or VPN required. And you get some awesome rewards. Use my link to register. So check it out. Super cool stuff. Thank you, Bitunix, for the opportunity for our members, especially those in the US and Canada. Also, thank you, too, for my Myro community for all the likes, the comments, and everything. Deeply appreciate it. You're awesome. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.